Hey guys, Jeremy Jacobowitz. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. It is lovely seeing your beautiful faces. This is all about my food adventures all over the world, and today we're on a food adventure right here in Williamsburg, Brooklyn at Blank Street Coffee. So they've taken over this really old school diner space, and they're serving coffee, and they're serving some amazing breakfast tacos from King David Taco. So I'm here to check out both of those things, but also I like to combine my food adventures with some camera adventures. So what we're going to be doing is I have my Canon AE-1, I have some Ektachrome 100, and I thought old school vibes, film, it all just makes sense. So I'm going to take a bunch of photos here, combine it with some photos I've been taking around New York City a little bit, around Williamsburg a little bit, and Ektachrome is more like normal color, so I'm excited to see what comes out. I've been shooting mostly the Kodak Gold and the Portra 400, but I wanted to mess with this a little bit and just see what I can get. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna eat some tacos, and then talk about some pics. So what I love about shooting a film is that every film you shoot, you have to learn how to shoot with it. I'm shooting a lot of Portra 400, which is you want to try and overexpose it by like 1 or 2 stops. For this, you want to try and nail exposure perfectly. So you actually have to be a little bit more careful, but it's good practice. This is the fun part of shooting film. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay, let's eat the tacos. All right, so this one is a potato, egg, and cheese with a little bit of salsa on. That's something more simple, but this is supposed to be a simple, nice, hearty breakfast. Nice fluffy eggs. I'm very into it. All right, so this one's some, we got some tortilla strips in there, some jalapenos, eggs, obviously. Just want to try. I think I like this one a little more. Nice smokiness from the jalapenos, a little sweetness from the onions. Nice, a little bit more crunch from the tortillas in there. No, this is the one. Oh, this one. And of course, coffee. Okay, those tacos were delicious, but I have a lot more photos to go on this roll, so I'm going to keep shooting a little bit around Williamsburg, a little bit around New York City. All right, so the first stop is we are at Good Smart here, one of my favorite places, just to grab a little snack. I got a coffee and a little treat because, well, I can never stop drinking coffee. This is like iced coffee number 3, so whatever. It's not as sunny as it was when I left, but still pretty bright out, so I think we'll be fine taking photos. So the reason we're at Good Smart is went to a place where I usually get my film developed, the Color House in New York. I find that they do a great job. They're super professional, super easy, so I recommend them. The photos that I'm taking today, well, you'll see them develop, so you'll have an idea of how they do. But now it's time to get clicking. It's honestly still so weird to walk around Soho and have nobody here. Just empty. This is like super tourist central normally, but shops to close and there are no tourists, so it's quiet like this. This streets where like all the fashion photos always want to have happen, so it's impossible because there's cars coming by, there's people everywhere. But for a photographer, it's ideal right now. For normal people, it's weird. It's different. All right, so we're walking around Soho and I went to NoHo. And now I'm approaching Union Square, and over my shoulder, I'm actually in Astor Place right now. Over my shoulder is the Astor Place subway stop. I love taking photos of it. It's so retro, so old school, and if you're walking around, you're like, why does that subway entrance look so much fancier than other subway entrances? Well, it's actually one of the few subway entrances that's left over from the way they all used to be. They all used to be like grand and beautiful. Most of them have been replaced. Digital boards are nice and everything. It's probably more helpful and useful. But there's something so beautiful about the old one. So you can check that out right here at the Astor Place stop. Okay, so it's been a few days. I got the film developed. What I did is just sort of continued walking around New York a little bit, Williamsburg a little bit, Manhattan a little bit, snapped off a bunch of pics, and I am excited to see what I got. So let's open them up and take a look. I really don't know what to expect. You know, this is my first time shooting with this film. I'm a little nervous about nailing the exposure. I know that, you know, Ektachrome 100, you really have to nail it. But the color should be really pretty. So let's start with just the first two that are on the roll, which is always sort of my test shot, is looking out my window. Looks pretty good. I mean, the blues look very vibrant. This exposure looks pretty good. The black you see is actually just my window framing, not anything on the film. And he just snaps off another one. Yeah, looks good. Exposure looks nice on both of these, which I was worried about, but it looks really nice. Okay, so now let's get to Blank Street. And here is Alana, who is with me. Focus is off. That's my bad, not the film's bad. But the colors look nice. I'm also not used to seeing the film and it's like where the exposure is supposed to be. I'm so used to trying to overexpose at Portrait 400 that this looks really pretty. Oh, I fucked up the focus here too. Interesting. What was I doing? I was trying to focus on the fucking taco and I completely missed it. I've been getting so much better at the focusing on there. I'm like really bummed and disappointed in myself. To me, I'm 0 for 2. This is the skeleton that they had in the back. If you guys saw like this thing of like over, especially this past Halloween, everyone had these like 15-foot, 20-foot tall skeletons. I guess they had one here at Blank Street for the holiday season, for the Halloween season, but now it's hiding, and just hiding back there. I thought it was really funny. If you follow Taylor Lorenz, the incredible New York Times writer on Twitter, she was obsessed with these. I snapped a pic of this and sent it to her when we were there. I thought it was really funny. And there's just another of the skeleton. Missed exposure there, a little dark, but it almost fits the mood. I'm okay with that. This was out front. I definitely missed the exposure here. It is just like there's no contrast at all. Just gone. It's too overexposed. All right, not loving this. What was happening? What was I doing? Nothing's in focus. I really don't. I'm perplexed because I was on such a little hot streak. I got overconfident. In the film photos. I don't know. It's frustrating. This one's better. I like this one. The colors look nice. Framing can be a little off. I'll probably fix this framing a little bit in post. Again, if you've seen my other videos where I sort of go through these photos, these are right out of camera. Nothing's been adjusted to them. So I'll probably crop this one a little bit, but it looks nice. This, I tried to get like, you know, her in the moment. Of course, she looks up right when I'm about to take the photo. I'm like, go back to looking at your phone. God damn it. I don't. Okay. So then I started walking around Williamsburg. This is nice. I like this one. I really love the way the blues look on this film. They're really like nice and vibrant. This is probably a touch over, but I like the way this looks. This is really pretty. Like even the detail in this is really good. I think I like the way the other one looked better. Just the framing of it looked better. This is under the Williamsburg Bridge. You can really tell in this photo that the film doesn't have like the dynamic range that other film has, because you could see like everything's a little over, but like that sky is just blown to pieces. Where usually in the highlights is usually retained really well in film. This I was trying to get the subway. Yeah, this one's off. This sky is exposed nicely, but I should have exposed more for the highway. This one's fine. Missed focus. I was trying to get focus on the subway, and it's under. It's too under. I'm really not liking this. Again, this isn't the film's fault. This is my fault for not being a better photographer. I mean, at the end of the day, I think I'll have enough that I like. We'll see. This one I like. This is a statue right in Williamsburg. George Washington? I think so. This looks really cool. Yeah, the colors really pop. Like when you nail the exposure with this one, the contrast and the colors really pop really well. When you don't, is when it looks off. Here's another angle of that. I think I liked the one before. All right, and then I went back to try and get that train shot again. And again, it's just not there. Fuck me. I really fucked this one up. So this was funny. I was walking through Williamsburg and I saw just like all these dudes hanging outside. They put all the TVs on the outside so you could have people sit and watch the games as normal. And all these dudes just out there watching something. And I thought it was funny, but I missed the focus. So, oh well. This was cool. I saw this like really old school Cadillac sitting there in Williamsburg. The shot's okay. The car is cool. Even though it's a little beat up, it's cool. Yeah, here's the other end of it. Ooh, I like this shot. It's cool. We don't see like it, this film is a little bit is very much more natural than other films that I've shot with. Which obviously has its pluses and minuses. Like I always regret the thing with like shooting a film is like I always regret like, ooh, would this shot look better with that film? Obviously, with digital, you can manipulate anything. So if you feel like the shot would look a certain way, it would look better a certain way, you could fix it. You're kind of stuck with film, which is always my dilemma. This is like just a very old school, they say market. I would call it a bodega here in Williamsburg. Kind of missed this one too. It's under. I mean, really what I notice is like when I'm under on this film, the color just fucking vanishes. Color and contrast is just gone. You really got to get it right. Ooh, this one's kind of cool. Again, under, out of focus. It's not really out of focus. I wasn't sure where to focus for this one. It's hard to tell on the camera like where I really want it to be because it's just harder to see what the photo is. I was actually trying to focus on the light there, which is in focus. I really should have focused maybe on the car, the Chevrolet symbol or something, but it's okay. Ooh, I tried it a second time. Not any better. Oh well. And then this is the liquor store near me. I don't really like this either. I don't know, just nothing's really... Part of it was probably just the weather. I think maybe this film just needs a little bit brighter. Like you saw in some of the photos where it was like really bright and beautiful skies, everything popped. It was kind of a mix of like a little bit overcast in some of these shots. A haze almost. So now this is when I was in Manhattan. I started in Nolita and I started working my way up north. Shot's kind of cool. I like the way the colors are looking. I don't really know. Yeah, I guess the wall's in focus. I guess I kind of got this one. It's okay. This is... The focus should have been on the door. I mean, this needs cropping and a little adjusting anyway, but the focus is there. I know, like a broken record at this point talking about it. I'm just like frustrated with myself, you know. This one's kind of cool. This is like an old school restaurant in Soho. I like that shot. Tried it again. Some vertical. Okay. That one I like. The blues and the reds really look nice with this film. I wonder if I just have to like really more pay attention to those type of shots to get that to come out of it more than anything else. This photo is out of focus. I got overconfident. I got cocky with it, you know? Here's a little Porsche panorama. This is the thing too, is like when you shoot film, like you want to try and like have a log of every shot that you took, so you know what you did to try and improve better. So I could have been like, ooh, I shot that at like f2.8. Maybe if I had just closed down a little bit, you could have gotten a little bit more in focus. It would have been easier for you to get. Because like I'm wondering what I shot this at. I didn't do that, obviously. This is not in focus. Frustrating. Oh, this one is in focus. Ah, I like this one. Okay. I don't know if I love this photo, but at least it was my intention with what I shot. At least I knew to try it again. That's a good step. So this is the train station in Astor Place. The Webster Hall. New York, I love you. I like this one. This one might be my favorite. Maybe this one's a cover photo or something. This is more Webster Hall. It's kind of cool. It's getting a little better. And then finally, the last shot, I came back to the apartment, and that is, again, the building. See, the last shot has like, the little edges on it, which is kind of cool. Overall impressions, not happy. Mostly just myself. I just feel like a lot of exposure issues, a lot of focus issues. I could save enough to like post with if you want to check them out on the feed. Follow at Jeremy Jacobowitz on Instagram. You'll see more there. They're okay. Do I love this film? I don't know. Again, where there was a lot of color, I think it popped a lot. Like when a sky was really blue, it looked fantastic. Those greens popped well. The reds looked really great. I just think that a lot of what I was shooting was just a little bit more drab-ish. And I just don't think things popped right, where I think another sort of film would have made those things come alive a bit more. So I don't know how I feel about this. A little harder to work with, obviously. I don't know if I love too many of the photos. Even if they were exposed right and focused right, I don't think I would have loved them. Yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Or, if you guys love shooting with it, if you hate it, if you think I did something wrong shooting it. Again, this is my first time, so I could have just not shot it properly. Like, I try to watch a bunch of videos and read about it to know how to properly work with it, but maybe not. I mean, some of these too, like, I'll fix some of the coloring on them because they're a little over. I think some of them are a little blue, which I can fix. But we'll see. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I love shooting film. Even the frustrating parts I love. I love drinking coffee and eating tacos, so it was a great adventure on that end too. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you like these types of videos, food, photos, all that stuff, subscribe. I do a lot of that. I think you'll enjoy them. Comment below, let me know what you think about these photos. And I have a brand new Discord channel. I know every YouTuber tells you that, but I'm really proud of it. I'm trying to do a better job of building my community on all my social platforms and bring them all together in one place. And I think Discord could be a really fun place for that. So join the Discord fam, link in the description below. Until next time.